9 a.m., August 6, 1945, Hiroshima, Japan. 10:34 a.m., August 6, 1945, Hiroshima, Japan. August 7, 1945, Hiroshima, Japan, after the atomic bomb has been dropped. Do you know what president ended World War II by dropping the atomic bombs on Japan? That president was Harry S. Truman, our 33rd president. Hello, everyone. I am Harry S. Truman. Let me tell you about my life. I was born on May 8, 1884, in Lamar, Missouri. My father's name was John. He was a farmer. My mom's name was Maddie. And I had 2 siblings. As a kid, I had to wear glasses, so I didn't play sports. To tell you the truth, I was kind of a sissy. Since I didn't play sports, I kept busy working at various jobs. I once was a timekeeper, mail boy, bank clerk, and even helped my father farm. I graduated from high school in 1901. After high school, I went to the Kansas City School of Law. In World War I was a second lieutenant in the Army. I was an artillery officer, and while I was in France, I was promoted to captain. After the war, I returned home and opened a retail store that sold men's clothing. But sadly, it closed in 1922. After it closed, I became more interested in politics and quickly became judge of Eastern Jackson County. My main job was maintaining county roads. I soon learned that I could get higher politically and became a U.S. Senator for Missouri. I was on the Interstate Commerce Committee. I won re-election after my first term. Then I became head of government investigation and national defense. I rose in popularity and was nominated as vice president under Franklin Delano Roosevelt. 12 weeks into my vice presidency, President Roosevelt died suddenly and I became president. After becoming president, my wife, Bess Wallace, who I married June 28, 1919, was the first person to oversee renovations of the White House since the Monroe administration. During my 1948 election for president, my campaign used ads and the famous Whistle Stop Tour. Everywhere I went, the crowd would chant, "Give 'em hell, Harry!" On the night of the election, I have to tell you, I was nervous. Thankfully, I received 303 electoral votes, and my opponent, Dewey, received only 189. Get this, when I woke up the next morning, I got a newspaper, and it had said that Dewey won. I found that pretty funny, considering I already knew I won. My inauguration was January 20th, 1949, with Alban Barkley as my vice president. Some interesting facts about my time in that building right behind me, the White House. I had a horseshoe pit dug into the White House lawn. I enjoyed playing the piano in the White House, and I would play the Missouri Waltz. I made many important decisions during my presidency, such as I ordered the dropping of 2 atomic bombs to end World War II sooner. I ordered American troops into Korea. I seized the steel industry to stop a strike. I set up NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and I was the first president to speak on television from the White House. After my presidency, I moved back to Independence, Missouri, and wrote 2 volumes of memoirs. I also started the Presidential Library Project. The library was dedicated to me July 1967, where you can see the famous picture of me holding the newspaper that says Dewey defeats Truman. In December 1972, I was hospitalized with a lung infection. On December 26, 1972, I died at age 88. I was buried at the courtyard of the Truman Library.